right? It's not about losing money. Actually, the losings are the good ones, because if you know why we're losing money in these positions, we're going to see why. And why we're making money on these positions, we're going to see why that is also. So we're just here to have fun. Okay. That's what it's all about. Fun and learn. Okay. But before we do that, let me go to the presentation really quick and just go over this. Okay. So first of all, this is a lesson 3. We're probably going to talk for about 30 minutes. I'm not going to waste too much time with everyone. And, basically we're just going to go over just 1 or 2 things, and then we're going to go right to the trading system. And we want to kind of teach you our style and what you're going to get that you probably never knew you can get at Cyber University, and why we have a 5-star rating on Google, why we are the most popular and most brand name educational school in the industry, and why we've been around for 30 years. So let's just do a quick little recap of what we talked about on lesson 1. So lesson 1, I kind of got into detail of telling you why I don't like indicators, okay, why they don't work. We talked about the delays, you're worrying about the past. And hopefully now you're starting to realize that it's all about the future. The future is following the big block orders. That's why we're here. And that's where everybody gets themselves in trouble with. So we talked about that. I showed that why a lot of you are reading charts backwards, with that chart. And the benefits of day trading. You have to understand that day trading, I know a lot of people says, well, I don't know if it's too fast for me. I don't like it. Let me explain something to you. If you don't know how to day trade, it is so hard to be a good swing trader, and it's going to be a lot harder to be an options trader. You have to understand that it's the movement of the stock over the course of the day that will make you start thinking, well, maybe I do want to make a swing trade, or maybe, you know what, there's good options trades on. I could do an option trade. But before you do that, people make things more complicated. They mix and match. And, and that's something that we covered. And most importantly, how to keep things simple, right? Because some of you are making things just way, way too complicated. Now, what we covered in lesson 2 is we covered a lot of the iceberg orders, okay? The big block orders. And we showed you how easy it is to recognize them. Now, for some of you that did not get my email address, let me just put this in there. And by the way, if you feel shy, you don't want to say it, maybe not a fast hyper, you want to maybe explain something, just email me, all right? And not only that, but hopefully everyone had the opportunity to subscribe to our channels. I do answer back a lot better on my Instagram, my YouTube, all those, all my channels, TikTok and all them, X. Just please subscribe to them. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. It's nice to kind of get, kind of be on top of what's going on. But I covered a lot of it on iceberg orders. Now I'm coming out with a new series of iceberg orders, some nice, good looking shorts. They're going to start coming out today. So if you subscribe to those channels, make sure you're going to start seeing them. There's thanks very much, Greg, posting that Instagram link right there. So just click on it and you can start registering right there. I'll actually click on it myself and just show you how simple it is. Here it is. Here's our Instagram. And don't want to sign in, but you can see here, look at this. Look how great this is. You kind of get all the watch lists. Okay. Bring that up there. Am I able to log in? No, my password's wrong. You know what happened? I just reinstalled Windows on my computer, so all my passwords are wrong. But you can see here, look at all the chats. We do an economic calendar. You got some really good videos. You can see some of the reels, some of the short videos that I made. A lot of really good reels there. You can see my cat Chloe, all that stuff there. Just a lot of why some of these stocks went up 200%. How things dropped. All these good, cool stuff right here. All right. So there's the link for that. Great videos. Now we're going to talk about today, which is where we're at right now on lesson 3. Lesson 3 is going to show you how we scan the market, how we find those iceberg orders, everything that we learned in lesson 1 and 2, we're going to apply to lesson 3. Now, did everybody get the opportunity to take the quiz? I know we sent out an email on it, and we just posted in there. I'm not going to, and what's nice about the quiz, it kind of tests your knowledge a little bit, how you got graded and all that stuff. Rick, you didn't take it? Okay. Well, you know what? Just, Robert, you took it. So anyway, let me just push that link up there one more time. I can't grab it right here, but let me see if I can grab it this way. Is the easiest way for me to grab it. Let's grab this HP. Everyone out there, just when you get a chance, take the quiz. Test your knowledge. See how you're doing with it. See how everything goes with the quiz. You'll like it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you test, you'll see if you're capable of what you retained, what we talked about, and see what you scored on it, because it will give you a score. Okay. Now let's go back to the KISS method. Keep it super simple. There are basically 4 scanners that we kind of work on: the percentage gainer, a simple chart, a level 3, and a level 4 quote. That's what we need to follow the big money. And we're going to go through those right now in the next moment. So let's go dive into the market and let's see what's going on. Now, we got this APM. Now, my question to everybody is this: why is this stock going up? Why is it going up? Does anybody know? What is driving this stock to go higher? I'm waiting for answers. Mike, you're right. Simon, you're right. Margaret, you're right. So it's not an indicator. It's not a Bollinger Band. All right. By the way, did anyone find this stock this morning on your own before coming to Cybertrade University? Did anyone find this and knew that there was a stock up 88%? It was an $8 stock. Actually, if you look over here, this stock back on the 5th, you can see it went from $1 to $17, $2 to $17 in one day, one stinking day. It was a short squeeze. It's irrelevant, but we're in it right now. Now, the thing is this: we got a couple of positions right now, 3 of them that were open. 2 of them were losers and 1 of them's a winner. Okay. Now, the goal is this: which one do you attack first? So my question to everybody is this: what do we attack first? Out of all 3 of those stocks, which one should we be more focused on? Wayne, you're correct. Anyone else? Come on, traders. You guys are trading every day or every other day or whatever. What do you look at? You got 3 positions open in your account. What do you focus on? What is your main concern? If you don't know the answer, I'll give you the answer that you should be putting in right now. Give me a question mark. I don't know. Be honest with yourself, okay? Be honest. Are you sick? Are you not sick? Doctor can't help you if you don't answer him back, Correct. The right answer is you're losers. The winners take care of themselves. It's the losers we got to focus on, because the losers that put you out of business. The winners take care of themselves, okay? The losers, we got a problem. So let's start with the biggest loser, PFE, okay? Pfizer. Popular name. Everybody knows about it. Okay. Pfizer. What is Pfizer doing right now? What's happening with Pfizer? Is it going up? Is it going down? What is it doing? I know it's a dumb question. I need dumb answers. It's going down, obviously. So the stock is going down. Now, do we sell it right now? Do we get out of it? What is your game plan? It's not like super tanking, but it is going down, right? Well, the thing is, it started this morning. It was good yesterday. It had a really good run, but now it's starting to go back down. So the thing is, do we sell it now? No. What we have to look at is possibly buy a put. Dennis, no. Why are you getting into options? You got to learn how to trade the stock first. Okay? You got to know where the buyers are. That's what you need to focus on. Where is the buyers on the stock? Okay? So Pfizer, PHE. I'm going to load up over here on NASDAQ Book Viewer. Okay? So right here, we're going to look for, what are we going to look for? A big block order. And I need to just do a couple of more things here. Hold on a second. I got to change here. I got to load up on my level 4, PFE, okay, Pfizer. So looking for the big block orders, everyone. Where do you see big buyers? Anyone see any big buyers anywhere at any specific price? Where do you see a big buyer? 25 is $3 out of the way. I don't want to hold it for a $3 loss right now. We're at $28. Margaret, you're right. Anyone else? Lewis, you're wrong. You're gonna go away. You're gonna hold the stock all the way down to $24.50. Are you kidding me? You're willing to take a $3.50 loss? No, absolutely not. So there is a buyer at 25, but the right answer, and let me get my crayons out here so you guys can follow along, is right here. You got a 12,000 share buyer right there. Okay, hold on. Let me just let me freeze this so it doesn't keep moving. I'm gonna pause it. Yeah, so you got a buyer there, and you do got a buyer down here at 25. You know, so you could see that it's not a big buyer, but it's somewhat of a buyer, right? It's somewhat a buyer. Now, another thing you want to look at is right here. Look where the stock basically, let me clear this out right here. There are all my drawings, and you could see right here, the stock just bounced, right? See it right there? It bounced right there. So that's $28. Now let's go back and look at level 4. All right. This is level 4. Look what happened around here around $28. Oops. I got to change something here. There we go. Look what happened around here at $28. So this buyer showed up around 9:30 in the morning, and he's been out there and he added to his position, and you literally have 86,000. Because remember, level 4, now you're seeing other exchanges, which you're not seeing. So for everyone said to sell, you lost. You failed. Okay? Yes, we're losing money as of now, but why? You ever hear the phrase, why every time I sell it, it goes up? And why every time I buy it, it goes down? Well, did you see the orders out there in the future? Okay, so this is the mistake that a lot of people make. They sell things too soon. They freak out. They get nervous. There was nothing to get nervous about. Yes, you're down money, okay, but why sell it when you got a lot of buyers out there right now? Okay, because this stock can go right back up. Stocks go up and go down. All right, so anyway, let's move that over. And let's look at the next example. Rum. Okay. Now, rum, my question to everyone is this. Do we sell rum here? Yes or no? Do we sell rum right now? We're losing money on rum. Yes or no? That's the first answer, Irving, you have to say, and everyone else. No, you never sell right away. Why? Why sell it? First of all, you might need to sell it, but shouldn't you know where the future orders are? Okay, shouldn't we see where the orders are? So what do we need to see to find those orders? That's right. Let's go check out the book viewer. Right? Let me go right here. So we're going to bring it up here. We're going to unpause this, and we're going to bring up rum. All right. So do you see any big iceberg orders anywhere in rum? Where do you see big iceberg orders? Let's see if everybody can answer this question. All right, Robert, you're correct. Wayne, I think you're a little bit out of the way. I mean, let's think about Wayne. Are you willing to hold the stock at $8.25 and willing to ride it down to $6.50? Because if that was the case, I could just buy it back cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So why would I do that? If you don't know the answer, give me a question mark. Give me a question mark. Please tell me you don't know the answer, because that's how you stop losing money. Thank you very much. I'm glad, Lewis and Simon, you're honest with yourself. Be honest, Okay. So, because that's why we're here. You need to find where the big orders are. And right here, I can see there's a big buyer right here around $8. I could see another big buyer right around here around 670. I see another big buyer down here. Now that's a big difference. So the real person that's going to hold us upright is right here. Okay. That's the one we have to kind of be focused on. So now when we go to, let me clear this out. And when we go here, look what happened on the intraday chart. There was, the stock came right down to the 8, came all the way down, hit the 8, and went back up. So selling it now, I mean, you got that big support level. You got that big buyer. Imagine selling it at 8. You know how many people sold it at 8 and did not know that order was out there? That's the mistake that people make, okay? Remember, it's not the winners, it's the losers that people lose money on. That's why people go out of business. Everyone likes to talk about winners. No one likes to learn from the losers. And the reason why people lose is because they don't know when to take that loss or when. Ever heard that? Was it Kenny Rogers? You got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them. Same thing. Got to know when to hold. You got to know when to fold. It's the same exact thing that you learn as trading. Now, let's bring this back. And let's go to the other trade. APM. Last example. Okay? Last example. Where do we get out of APM? What's our game plan on APM? APM is doing what right now? It's trending down. We had a nice profit. It was hovering here around 850. Okay? So, what do we do here? Do we take our profit? Do we hope to try to make that extra $100 that we just gave back? Exactly. We got to find the buyers, right, Simon, Mark? By the way, I didn't hear from you, Dennis, John, and Robert, and Thomas, Todd. Guys, being a good trader, if you want us to train you, be part of our team, you have to know how to let us know what you're thinking, because if you don't talk, listen, you're not going to succeed in trading. If I was going to hire somebody to work for me and all they do is sit on a table, they don't talk. And I'm only doing you a favor, because this is, there's too many people that lose money in trading. It's a 90% failure rate. Why would you even want to trade knowing you're in a big failure rate? And I'm telling you why it's a big failure rate. It's because people don't know where to get, just don't know how to trade and know what's involved. You got to be able to talk. So let's go back and bring up our level 2. And let's look at the stock right here, APM. And let's just freeze this. All right, so where do you see buyers and sellers in APM? Where do you see big buyers and sellers? Well, if it's going down, we're always worried about going down, right? Where's the buyers on it? Around 7? Well, we just broke. Right now, and looking at the stock right now, you could see it is moving pretty fast, okay? When I go here on level 4, I'm not really seeing big iceberg orders, okay? I see somebody around 820, which, if you look here, makes sense why it came down, and we should have known to get out of that position, at that price. And let me bring this up a little bit closer so you can see it again. You can see all these sellers out there, and that was the reason why, it went down. And now you could just see another seller just showed up for 10,000 at 750, and now you can see how the stock is starting to trend down. You see how it's going down? So getting in the trade and losing money on it, listen, let's just take something than nothing. You know what I mean? Like, let's get out. I mean, we had a profit. We had a $200 profit. We didn't have a game plan to know where that resistance levels were, knowing those orders are out there. And now look at it. Now we had a big profit. Now we broke down to make it a little profit. All right. So did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose anyone? Anybody get lost? Good. So who here wants to learn more? Who here wants to learn more? All right, perfect. So this is what we're going to do. First things first, you got to subscribe to the channels, okay? Because we got a great library of training courses on our YouTube channel, our Instagram, all that stuff. You got to subscribe to those channels, okay? Step number one. Anyone that you're a favorite of, if it's X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, register all of them. And please make sure you like us, friend us, subscribe to the channel, take care of that. All right. Next thing you got to always look at is, and by the way, this is something that if you're going to learn from anyone, you should be able to see this. Make sure that they're being endorsed and sponsored by other brokerage firms. Okay. Listen, the FTC is very, very hard on these brokerage firms. They want to make sure, the people ain't teaching someone, about, the glory and the making money. But listen, they do a very big, strict, very, very strict background checks on us. So listen, if it's good for them, it's got to be good for you. Okay. So I always kind of tell everyone, be careful. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's scammers in everything, even buying a car, buying a house, real estate brokers. Listen, it's all about them making money, right? Just be very, very careful. Do your homework. Check out their Google reviews. Go check on the Better Business Bureau. Check with the brokerage firms. And the people just kind of warn you who to stay away from. Anybody that talks about money, that flashes in your face, comes out of a nice car, is the people you want to stay away from, okay? That's what I was always taught. The way I was taught and the way I was hired is that they never showed the people how successful they are. They always showed people, is this the person you don't want to be? Listen, that takes care of themselves. The winners take care of themselves, okay? You want to make a career in trading, okay? You can't make the mistake that person made. And that's why we spend more time talking about losers than winners. It's all about controlling profits and losses, okay? So you spent the last 3 days mastering the basics of iceberg orders, and that's what we've done. Now it's time to take it to the next level. I want to give you guys 1 full week in the trading room, okay? So we could take everything you saw and now see it if this really does work. I mean, I just showed you really quick right now, just in live markets. We only spent about 10 minutes. Imagine spending from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way to 4:30 in the afternoon. All you have to do right now is take your phone, scan that QR code if you have not done it yet, or just click on the trial link. We're going to post that link up there one more time for you. Just go to ctu.co/trial. It's all you have to do. Now, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get live commentary from all the instructors, okay? Here, I do it the morning with Josh in the morning. Then we have mornings and afternoons. You're going to have full access to our chat room, our trading room, live audio. It's the first training room. I started the first room. Now you're seeing everyone open them up. So you could obviously know where they learned that from. We have weekly gurus that come on with Traders Talk, which is awesome, where we actually get some of the best people in the industry, and we kind of do podcasts with them. You're going to get that with that too. Hundreds of hours of workshops. This is all for $9, all of it. All you have to do is click on that link right there. How do we get NASDAQ Book Viewer, Barry? What you have to do is this. Send me an email. That's my email address. So if you want to get the Book Viewer, I'll send you the link where you get it on the NASDAQ exchange. I want to send you where to look and we have a couple of videos, how to set it up. I don't want you to make that mistakes, okay, before you go there, because you might have the defaults wrong. That's the reason why. So need to fix that first. Now, these are all the great things that you're going to get. Now, after a week, listen, if you're not happy, I'll give you money back. I don't need your $9, okay? The $9, all it does for me and my staff is let me know if you're a real person or not. I don't know if you're a heckler. I don't know if you're a competitor. I don't know who you are. That $9 officially tells me that you're who you are. Now, the question people ask is this: what happens after a week? Listen, we're not going to scam you and try to sucker you into a subscription. We do not do that. Every one of you are going to talk to my staff. Some of you lucky ones are even going to talk to me personally. Okay. And we're going to have a conversation. We're going to do an interview and see if trading is for you or not. This is all for $9 because if it's not for you, we'll give you $9 back. Okay. I just need to make sure that you're qualified and that you're capable of doing what we're showing you. Because if you're not, this will be the best $9 you ever spent. All right. Now, we used to charge hundreds of dollars for this. I said, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm looking for traders I could teach, that I could trade with. If you get it and you understand what we're doing, here's your chance. All for the $9. Couple of questions coming across here. I created an account on NASDAQ. Did not buy BookViewer yet. So Dennis, did you buy the trial first with us? If you bought the trial, okay, then you'll get those recordings for that and then just buy it. You know what's so crazy about that system? It's $15 a month. I had to pay $1,000 30 years ago. They brought that price. Obviously, inflation never kicked in. Came down to literally, they ran it down to $15 because they felt like, you know what? Let's just give it to everyone in the world. Let's Fausto teach everyone how to use it. Okay. Because I believe it or not, I helped build that platform, how it is today. I was actually one of the beta testers of one of these ECNs, being one of the original Souls Bandits. So I know how the system works better than anyone, even better than the exchange. Some of the people work there, but to do that right, you're definitely going to need it. Buy it, but you got to do the $9 trial first because it's going to you end up probably doing more harm to yourself if you don't let me teach you how to do it. Incredible value, Margaret. Come to join us and see us yourself. Thank you very much, Margaret. I'm glad you shared that with us. And it all starts from there, and listen, regarding about what happens after that, listen, do the orientation, do the interview, pay your $9 fee, and then we'll worry about everything else later. Okay. Don't worry about next year. Worry about today. All right. Don't worry about next week. Worry about today. That's where it comes into it. By the way, AMP, I just want to bring this up to you and show you what happened. What happened to AMP? Everyone? What happened with AMP? Did it go up or go down? Yeah, exactly. It went down. Remember when we sold it? If we didn't see, we just took a little profit. If we didn't take, we could have had a bigger profit, but if we didn't take whatever we could have taken, now that big profit is now probably a loser. Lost it just like that because we didn't follow the orders. It's time to stop making those mistakes and stop pretending, what you've learned in the past or whatever happened. Now it's time to take it to that next level. All right. Now I have to go, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get back with my traders. Once again, make sure you subscribe to all those channels, all our YouTube channels, all that stuff. Any other questions so far? Any other questions? Yeah, I know a lot of you, Bill, Mike, I see you guys already registered. Everyone's registered. It's great. Listen, my whole thing is this. There are a lot of people educating out there. I know some people said, well, I spent money. I want to make something that I already spent money with this person. I spent a lot of money. I got to make that work. Horse crap. Okay. Let me tell you how trading works, right? You ever get into a bad trade and I can't take a loss right now. I'm already down money. I gotta make it come back. No, sometimes they don't come back. They don't come back. They end up getting worse. And what's that going to happen with your trading? Your trading's going to get worse. So this is my whole thing that I teach everyone. I kind of explain to everybody. It all starts from money management. Okay. You're going to make mistakes. And the way you learn in life is making those mistakes. And it all starts at money management. And that's what we focus on. That's the number one thing that helps you get successful in trading. And you know what? It's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. Listen, anyone here married? Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm married for 25 years. I heard divorces are very expensive. And I heard some divorces get really ugly. And some people even say, you should never got married in the first place. That person was not your style, was not you, gold digger, whatever it is. Sometimes you just got to sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and said, you know what? It was a bad trade. And then you found somebody else like, oh, I wish I married that person. And you still could. It's the same thing with a stock. It's sometimes a bad trade. Sometimes you bought a car. It's a lemon. What are you going to do? I can't sell it now and take a loss. Yeah, you could, because you can't keep sinking money into it. Trading is the same thing. Sometimes you got to know when to move on. So my whole thing, I want to leave everybody off with this. You have to learn before you can earn. If you've been doing something with somebody for more than 30 to 90 days and you do not see that you're being successful at it, it's time to turn the page and move on. If anyone tells you, oh, it takes a year, 2 years, no, they're just suckering you in, okay? You'll know right away. Look how much you've learned in less than 3 days of being part of Cyber Trader University. You probably learn more in 3 days than you probably learn in 30 years of trading or however long you've been doing it. I have people say they learn more in this than they have taken $1,000 classes with other people because they're not traders. So listen, take the $9, make the investment. If you don't like it, you don't like talking to us, you don't like the customer service, we'll give you money back. All right. So I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I look forward to seeing anybody in the live trading room. You got my personal email address. If you need anything, please reach out. If you're not ready to, some of you saying, when can I start? Because I'm going away, or somebody said I have to have surgery done. Well, listen, I hope your surgery works out. Most of our traders are between the age of 50 and 90. So I know what that feels and, what you're going through. Listen, you could start whenever you're ready. Okay. You want to start next week, next month, but the trial right here, just tell them, I want to start next week or next month. Just lock it in, get your rate and worry about them later. Thanks everybody for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the live trading room. And, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Happy trading, everyone.